Okay, I'm pissed after UFC Fight Night, Gregor Rodrigues versus Jared Cannonier. And not because of the results, but because I didn't pick Jared Cannonier to fucking win. I am so angry. It's the one time I didn't pick Jared Cannonier. And in hindsight, I really should have picked him. Thinking about Gregor Rodriguez's tendencies, thinking about Jared Cannonier's recovery time, and it's making me very angry that I just thought his chin was going to go, even though it's never really gone. So in hindsight, I'm just so angry. But we're going to go over the main card in this video, which is actually a pretty good card. The fight night overall was good. There's a lot of finishes, and the main event was sick. So we'll start with Connor Matthews versus Jose Delgado. So I picked Jose Delgado to win. He won. He got a knockout and in the first round, and it was super slick right hand. There was some back and forth on the feet between the two. Connor Matthews goes for a couple takedowns. He gets a couple, but Jose gets up quick. Connor Matthews puts a pressure on really early in the round, but Jose Delgado is good on the fucking feet, and he knocks him out cold with the right hand. Well, he hits him with the right, drops him, ground and pound finish for Jose Delgado. Super slick, super cool, and good for him. Next, glad I picked him. Rodolfo Vieira versus Andre Petroski. This one pissed me off because I thought Rodolfo Vieira won this fight. It was mostly on the feet. It was all on the feet because nobody could get a fucking takedown. Rodolfo got one, but Andre got up right away. Andre Petroski had really good takedown defense this whole fight. Rodolfo was trying but couldn't get him. And it was just at the range, tit for tat, striking battle the whole time, which I thought Rodolfo Vieira got the better of in at least two of the rounds. But Andre Petroski gets handed the decision, in my opinion, even though I thought Rodolfo Vieira was landing the more significant strikes, the more damaging strikes, just the more better-looking strikes. So I'm angry that Petroski got this done. I'm angry that we have to have Petroski have any momentum at all because he sucks to me. So that sucks. Next, Ismail Bonfim versus Nazim Sadikov. So I went Nazim, but the way this fight ended was super weird and dumb, and I'm glad I picked Nazim, to be honest. So it starts off with Ismail doing really good on the feet. Nazim is close in numbers and close in standing with him, but Ismail is definitely winning the first round. But at the end of the first round, on the feet, Nazim head kicks him in the fucking. He does a question mark kick right to the fucking side of his head and hits him right in the eyeball, and Ismail's wobbled bad. And he follows up with some shots, and the round ends. Ismail, he says he can't see or something, or he's doing this in the corner. He's closing his eye and like wincing, and the doctors come over and he's like, "Can you see?" And he was like, I don't even know. It was a weird sort of deal. He was like shaking his head yes, but someone was saying he was saying no. I don't know. It looks to me like he quit because right after it got called off, Ismail opened his eye completely fine and was blinking and completely fine. And while he was in there with the doctor, he was closing his shit. So, to me, it seems like Ismail quit. But, you never know. So, but Nazim Sadikov gets it done by KO at the very, very end of the first round. I think he probably would have kept going and gotten it anyway, but Ismail quits in the corner is what it looked like to me. It could have been a misunderstanding, but how do you let that be a misunderstanding? I don't get it. There's a translator, there's like four people there. How do you let that be a misunderstanding in the corner? I don't understand that. They would have had enough time to know for sure what was being said, I would think, unless they're just in the mood to rush everything for no reason. Make the translation clear. I think he quit. So yeah, next. Edmund Shabazian versus Dylan Budka. Dylan Budka fucking sucks, and I'm glad he lost. I went Edmund Shabazian. I thought he was going to be able to stuff Dylan Budka's takedowns and beat him on the feet because Dylan Budka sucks at everything. And that's what happened. Actually, that's not what happened. Dylan Budka didn't even shoot. At the very first round, minute 35 into the first round, Edmund Shabazian hits a clean fucking counter right where he slips back and hits him with the right hand. Dylan Budka dies. Oh, it was so satisfying to watch. Edmund Shabazian gets it done by knockout after winning on the feet. Dylan Budka only landed one strike. And he sucks. Dylan Budka sucks. And he didn't shoot a takedown, which is his background is in wrestling. So he should be cut. But Edmund Shabazian gets it done by knockout. Super sick. Next. Calvin Kattar versus Yusuf Zalal. So I went Yusuf, but I'm mad that Yusuf Zalal won this fight, to be honest. Because I thought Yusuf would be a cool, exciting contender to add to the roster, but it's not true, to be honest. Calvin Kattar starts really slow in this fight, doesn't really get his like groove going until the third round, and Yusuf Zalal is very elusive on the feet. First 2 rounds, he's just doing better on at range and getting out of the way and cracking him and backing up and cracking him. He has a really good jab. For the first 3 rounds, it looked pretty slick and like, oh, that's pretty cool. Hopefully, he turns it up in the third and starts putting it on him and tries to go for a finish or something. No, instead, Calvin Kattar starts amping himself up and starts going, and Yusuf Zalal starts fucking running away from Calvin Kattar, clear running. Doesn't even barely throws a punch. He throws like a jab or two, and he's just running around the cage the whole time. And Calvin's trying to throw big, crazy shots, but he can't hit him. They're just missing. He is super elusive, but he's just running the whole time, the whole entirety of the third round, and he has like a smile on his face at the end of the round. Super off-putting, super boring, super lame. Really turned me off of his performance, to be honest. He did win by decision, but Calvin Kattar got the third round. He's not gonna. It's bad. It's a bad look for Zalal, and he is definitely not getting higher up the rankings from this. So yeah, good for Zalal, I guess, but that shit was boring as fuck. Next, the main event, which I'm very angry about. Jared Cannonier versus Gregor Rodrigues. I am so happy that Jared Cannonier got this one done. But I didn't fucking pick him, which is the worst thing ever. I picked Gregor Rodrigues by knockout in the first round because I thought Gregor Rodrigues starts powerful. He starts fast. Jared Cannonier's been a little chinny lately. But with that being said, he's never been knocked out, really. So I can't say that he's been chinny when he always recovers and is fine. And thinking back, Gregor Rodrigues is not Kyle Baralho on the feet. He's not Imavov on the feet. And he gasses out. And watching the fight in the second round, I just had that in the back of my mind instantly. Right when Jared Cannonier survived the first, all I could think of was how Gregor Rodrigues is not the caliber of fighter that Kyle and Imavov are. And it made me so mad in the moment that I picked Gregory because I knew Jared was going to gain momentum as the fight went on. A KO is not what I expected from Jared Cannonier, but he definitely found his power, I guess, at his old age. So, it starts off, the actual fight. It starts off with Gregor Rodrigues doing very well. He starts hard and he starts powerful, like I said. And he knocks down Jared Cannonier twice on the feet. Jared looks like he's being rushed and he's getting backed up and he doesn't quite know what's gonna happen against this powerful guy, and he gets caught a couple times. He gets dropped, nothing bad. He just gets sat down and gets back up. But definitely Gregor Rodrigues' round. It was close-ish, but Gregor Rodrigues clearly won it. Second round though, Jared Cannonier starts putting it on Gregor Rodrigues technically. Jared Cannonier is so good technically, and I love him, and I'm so bad for not picking him. But Jared starts putting it on him. Gregory starts to fatigue, I think. He starts to get a little wilted in terms of how much he wants to push. He doesn't want to push anymore in the second round. Jared Cannonier starts piecing him up, starts kicking his leg, starts just doing more. Doing outbid. Jared Cannonier has great cardio. And Gregory gets beat in the second round just by getting hit more. Jared is more busy on the feet. Gregory can't hit him this time. Third round, Gregory starts coming back hard. He does very well in this third round. He starts putting it on him again. He took the second round off-ish so he could come big in the third, is what I was thinking. And Gregory starts putting it on Jared again. On the feet. Nothing takedown, no takedowns. Yeah, Gregory starts putting it on him. He is having a very successful third round, and at the very end of the third, it is a close round, but Gregory, I thought, was landing the bigger punches. The very end of the third, Jared Cannonier clinches up with Gregory and smacks him with an elbow, which, to be honest, is where Jared finds all of his power lately in his age, is in elbows. He knocked out Derek Brunson with a fucking elbow. It was elbow, backhand, elbows. He has very good ground and pound. He's very powerful inside clinch game, is what I've noticed from Jared Cannonier. And he cracked Gregory bad, who has been known to have a weird chin. And he started to tire in that fourth. or in the third. And then the very end, the bell goes, so Jared Cannonier couldn't finish him off, but Gregory was done after the third. The very start of the fourth round, Jared comes out, and he just starts swinging. And Gregory Rodrigues gets tagged a couple times, and then he just goes up against the fence where Jared can tee off, and then he just falls over, and the ref stops it. Jared Cannonier gets it done by KO, and in hindsight, I should have picked him to do so, or at least win this fight. Gregory Rodrigues is not the caliber of fighter of these guys that are beating Jared. And Jared he has such good recovery, he doesn't get knocked out. I thought that Gregory would have more power than those two, maybe. But Jared is so good, and he always gets wobbled in the first round. So it's so annoying that I didn't pick him. And it's the one time I didn't pick him. I always pick him. But yeah, Jared Cannonier gets it done by KO. Maybe the problem is me picking him. Maybe when I don't pick him, he does better. In that case, I'll start picking him less. But very good for Jared Cannonier. I'm very glad he won. And yeah, I don't think he's going to get many people up the rankings. Everybody's pretty much beat him. He'll probably get, I don't know. I don't know yet, but he'll get someone lower, sadly for him. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This card was pretty good. A lot of finishes. I'll see you later. I'll see you soon.